Welcome, dear friends, to my channel, telling you about the royal family and everything associated with it. Don't forget to subscribe and like the channel, and let's get started.
Queen consort Camilla is busy preparing for her coronation with her husband King Charles, and palace sources have revealed some very serious changes that the monarch's wife intends to make to the ceremony. Reportedly, Camilla wants her 5 grandchildren to attend the coronation and play a central role in the event. That is, not just come to sit somewhere on the sidelines and watch their grandmother's coronation, but to participate in the most important ritual. The queen consort wants her grandchildren to hold a canopy over her head as she is anointed with sacred oil. The situation is quite intriguing, especially since this role was to be performed by duchesses close to the queen. Camilla gave up on all things duchess and decided to cast her grandchildren from daughter Laura and son Tom in the role. Lola and Eliza, 15, Freddie, 13, and twins Louis and Gus, who are also 13. It's not yet known whether Charles's own grandchildren will participate in the ceremony, but Prince George definitely has an important role in the event. William and Kate have agreed to his participation in the coronation, as long as he is not the center of attention and over-controlled. However, if Camilla's grandchildren are indeed allowed to attend the ceremony, they will have plenty of attention. The role of baldachin holders during the anointing of the queen with holy oil, one of the most sacred ceremonies, is a very responsible and important one. However, the grandchildren are not young anymore, they can handle it. The queen consort said she didn't want duchesses. She would like it to be her grandchildren, a royal source told The Times. It's an important decision, given the fact that Camilla's grandchildren have been largely shielded from the spotlight for years. But sources say the king and queen consort are eager to engage them to acknowledge how close they are to the teens and to reflect the reality of their lives as a blended family. According to insider accounts, Charles is incredibly close to each of his wife's grandchildren, especially since the king is godfather to Camilla's son Tom. So, Tom Parker Bowles has 2 children, Lola and Freddie, and Camilla's daughter named Laura has 3, Eliza and twins Louis and Gus. It's a good signal and quite a bold move, said a palace source. It's another example of how the king and queen consort aren't afraid to shake things up a bit to reflect the realities of modern life, of which the centerpiece is a blended family. It is also clarified that the working members of the royal family will play secondary roles at the coronation. However, many joint shots of Charles with his heirs, William and George, are expected, as the line of succession will be a fundamental element in the coronation coverage. They want to focus on that line of succession. So we're going to see a lot of shots of Charles, William, George, said royal expert and historian Tessa Dunlop. There have also been renewed articles in the British mainstream media from royal experts that after the coronation the prefix consort will be completely removed from Camilla's title. Thus, the palace is preparing subjects for the fact that they were not surprised that the queen consort Camilla will now be called Queen Camilla. Camilla's transformation of her title began with a reading room, titling her project Queen Camilla Reading Room. And next Buckingham Palace will completely abandon the prefix consort, explaining it by the convenience of pronunciation. There is a perception at the palace that the phrase queen consort is cumbersome, and it may be easier for Camilla to be known simply as queen when the time comes, said a senior palace official. Buckingham Palace will officially refer to Camilla as queen rather than queen consort. Now for the best part. Britons have certainly softened up to Camilla over the years, not all, but many, but I have noticed one tendency: the British public can't stand to have anything foisted on them. This becomes clear when you read the comments under articles about Camilla's grandchildren at the coronation and about her title. A heated discussion among the commoners resulted in many thousands of comments, most of which were not very happy with the decisions of the palace. So, the conclusion: Camille was accepted, and many even supported her use of the title queen consort. She accomplished a lot over the years, mostly by keeping quiet in public and not being the center of attention. Now the situation is changing. And as history suggests, it is important to consider the opinions and feelings of your subjects because, after all, if the people turn their backs on the monarch, there will be no monarchy, and with it, no kings and queens.